You're not a bad dog owner, but there's a good chance you've hurt your dog's feelings today and you had absolutely no idea. Not through neglect, not through cruelty. Through the small, ordinary moments you never thought twice about. And the worst part, your dog noticed every single one. Most owners focus on food, exercise, and vet visits. But your dog's emotional world runs much deeper than that, and some of the most common habits we have are quietly breaking their trust, one day at a time. What we're about to cover might make you rethink your entire daily routine. Hey, welcome back. Today we're getting into something every dog owner needs to hear, even the really good ones, especially the really good ones. Mistake number 1, ignoring the homecoming. This one happens the second you walk through the door. You come home, you're tired, you put down your bag. You check your phone, and your dog is right there, tail spinning, practically vibrating with joy. And you just walk past them. Or give a distracted pat on the head without making eye contact. To you, it's just a Tuesday evening. To your dog, you coming home is the single greatest event of their entire day. Research published in PNAS shows that dogs experience a measurable spike in oxytocin, the bonding hormone during positive interactions with their owners. When that greeting is ignored, that spike has nowhere to go. They don't just feel dismissed. They feel confused by someone they completely trust. Mistake number 2, talking too much, and this one. Almost nobody suspects it. You've probably done this long, detailed explanations when your dog does something wrong. Why did you do that? I told you not to go in there. Do you know how many times we've been through this? Your dog is staring at you with those wide eyes, and you think they understand? They don't. Dogs process tone and pattern, not vocabulary. What they hear is a long, confusing wave of intensity directed at them with no clear meaning. It doesn't teach them anything. It just creates stress. Short, calm, and consistent is the only language that actually lands. Mistake number 3, the head pat trap. This one stings a little because it comes from a good place. Patting your dog on the top of the head feels natural to us, affectionate even. But from a dog's perspective, a hand coming down directly over their head is mildly threatening. It enters their blind spot, triggers a subtle flinch response, and mimics a gesture of dominance. Most dogs tolerate it because they love you. But tolerating something and enjoying it are two completely different things. Watch closely next time. If your dog leans away slightly or tenses up, they're telling you something most owners never notice. Mistake number 4, the wrong kind of eye contact. This one is all about a signal we send without realizing it. Holding intense, unbroken eye contact with a dog, especially in moments of tension, sends a very specific message in their world. Threat. Dogs use prolonged staring as a dominance or aggression signal. So when you hold a hard stare trying to get through to them, you're accidentally speaking aggression in their language. But here's the flip side, the right kind of eye contact. Soft and relaxed, with a slow blink, communicates deep trust and safety. Research published in Science found that mutual, gentle gazing between dogs and their owners actually triggers an oxytocin feedback loop, the same bonding response seen between mothers and infants. The difference is subtle to us. To your dog, it's the difference between a warm conversation and a confrontation. Mistake number 5, laughing at their fear. This is where it gets surprisingly emotional. Laughing at your dog when they're scared, not out of cruelty, but out of habit. A dog startled by a plastic bag or terrified of a tiny kitten looks objectively funny, and we laugh. But your dog looks to your face immediately in uncertain moments. It's called social referencing, the same thing human toddlers do. They're asking, should I be scared right now? Am I safe? When they see you laughing instead of reassuring, they don't feel silly. They feel abandoned by their safety net. That fear doesn't go away, it just gets stored without resolution. Mistake number 6, forcing them to socialize. This one comes entirely from love, and that's what makes it tricky. You want your dog to be friendly, so you push them toward other dogs, toward strangers, toward kids, even when their body is screaming no. Tucked tail, flattened ears, trying to hide behind your legs. These are clear distress signals. And when we override them, we don't build confidence. We teach our dog that their feelings don't matter. A dog who learns their no gets ignored becomes either shut down or reactive. Both are heartbreaking outcomes from something that started with love. Mistake number 7, breaking their routine. And this last one quietly does the most damage over time. An inconsistent schedule. Dogs are creatures of deep biological routine. Their nervous system literally organizes itself around predictability. When they eat, when they walk, when you come home, when they sleep. When that rhythm keeps shifting, it creates a low-level anxiety that never fully switches off. A peer-reviewed study in BMC animals confirms that unpredictable and negative social environments directly elevate cortisol levels in dogs, even when those dogs are otherwise well-loved and well-fed. Your dog doesn't need luxury. They need to know what's coming next. Here's the thing nobody tells you about dogs. They don't hold grudges. They don't build resentment. Every single day, they reset. They offer you a clean slate, not because they forgot, but because their love for you is bigger than any of these moments. Which means it's never too late to change small things. A real greeting at the door. A hand offered under the chin instead of over the head. A moment of reassurance instead of a laugh. These aren't big gestures. But to your dog, they are everything. Take a second right now and think which of these hit closest to home for you. Drop it in the comments. No judgment here, only dog people who care enough to do better. If this opened your eyes, share it with a fellow dog owner and subscribe. Because every week we go this deep into the world your dog lives in silently, hoping you'll someday understand.